Oh my gosh, you made it! It's behind the scenes of Tyler Perry's brand new show called Sistas. Whoa. Sistas is about 4 young, melanated queens, okay? Doing their thing in the world. They're professionals, they're business owners, but they're also women who are seeking happiness within themselves and having that in their sister circle.
All right, so that was like a little intro into the, behind the scenes, meet the cast of Sistas coming to BET in only a couple of nights this Wednesday at 10 p.m. I was going to do this video kind of like the Oval one. If you watch the Oval one I just posted, I was going to have like 3 or 4 videos going over extended trailers, that kind of stuff. But to be honest, rewatching the trailers, listening to the interviews, not too much that's new compared to what we already knew. But I think that I really gained a new appreciation for the show after watching the cast talk about it. It's one thing to read articles, it's one thing to see the trailers, but to actually see the people who are bringing these characters to life put their 2 cents in for what they're bringing to the table, you really get a new appreciation for it. So for Sistas itself, 10 o'clock. My plan is to actually watch the Oval and Sistas live this week, on BET, and tweet with everyone. That way I can really get a feel for what everyone thinks about the series. Looking at the comments on the video, I think that Sistas has been getting more scrutiny than the Oval in regards to fan reaction. Keep in mind, I'm only looking at the YouTube comment section as well as Twitter. So, that is a limited space, if you will. But, from the get-go, people automatically living single, girlfriends, that's pretty much, the only shows they've been compared, kind of like, people have been comparing the Oval to Scandal. Other people from Tyler Perry fans have been saying it's too close to home. People like myself, I'm getting have and have not vibes from it. But in any case, I think on the positive side, I have been seeing a lot of comments of, hey, unlike Girlfriends, like for real, it's like, not too many biracial girls. They're all, well, black women. So that's something. And then other people like, hey, living single is timeless, but it was a part of it. It was created for its time, yet it still holds up today. Sistas, let Sistas be its own thing. Why does everything black have to be a remake? Why can't we just call it for what it is, which is a new show to feature black women, hopefully in a positive light? I think that and the Oval, I think that's the biggest thing about the Oval and Sistas. Looking at the trailers, people automatically, we got a crazy we have a crazy black woman as the first lady, and for Sistas, we can only have women looking for love. And it's like, nah, let's give Tyler Perry the benefit of the doubt. I mean, based off these interviews and the trailers, I'm interested to see what this show has to bring to the table. Kind of like how Ruthless is the expansion series of the Oval, where we learn more about the characters. Bruh, which is coming out, I don't know when, I know they're going to be filming later this month if they haven't started already, will be the, no pun intended, Sister series for Sistas, where I'm guessing we're going to learn more about the guys of this show. But I'm interested to see what this show has to bring. I mean, especially when you think of it from the fact that Tyler Perry has said in interviews that walking around his studios and hearing women talk and everything, and he's kind of picked up as like, oh, these stories these women are telling, it's like, I gotta put this on screen, of course, change it up a little. Then he had 3 female producers, I believe, look over the script. So that gives me a bit more confidence that, okay, it's not just Tyler doing every single thing. He's gotten people to kind of, look things over for, I guess you could say, quality, which I admire, because it really gives me more to lean on when it comes to me reviewing the show. I really can't wait to see what I can bring to the table as a guy watching this show. And I said this in my live stream, but look, I know I'm only 28. I'm not old, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm staying up late every single Wednesday night to watch both of these shows back to back. Now, I might have to get up on Thursday and watch in the afternoon or morning, then do my reviews. But let me just put it this way. Let's see how probably after episode 2 or 3, I'll really determine how I'm going to do the scheduling. But the Oval off the bat, I think that's going to be the #1 show out of the 2. Just my opinion. Sistas, on the other hand, I think it's because of the demographic. Sistas is obviously driven towards women, but at the same time, they're very beautiful women that people want to watch. So kind of looking at the comments like, ooh, these are some beautiful women I'm definitely watching. And then with the Oval, I think that's more of a, ooh, this is a great drama. You know, politics is big, but at the same time, this show really isn't focusing on the politics as much as the people inside of the White House, which is pretty interesting. Because, I mean, look at the time we're living in now where hasn't it been almost a month where it's almost like impeach in some way, shape, or form has been trending on Twitter every day? Like every time I go on Twitter, it's like, it's time to impeach, or the impeachment process, or Trump won't Trump won't go along with it or cooperate, whatever the situation is. So we'll just have to wait and see how things play out there. But I really wish there was more for me to talk about. So I'm kind of glad I did not do multiple videos. But yeah, I really am hoping that we'll see something to kind of, you know, calm it down. I feel like the Oval is going to be drama, 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 obviously. While Sisters might be like, hey, let's kind of mellow out. Some people have been telling me they've been getting If Loving You Is Wrong vibes, which I think is pretty interesting. Not to mention that show has a very diverse cast, while this one is obviously, you know, well, melanin, as they said in the intro. But with that being said, what are my expectations? You know, as a guy, it's kind of like, okay, I'll check it out. We'll see what it's about. Maybe I'll learn something about, you know, women, I guess you could say. It's almost like, you know, the on-screen version of Think Like a Man, if you will, I guess. I don't know. I'm just trying to make some kind of comparison here. But KJ Smith was in a Madea family funeral. She is one of the sweetest people I've ever interacted with on social media. She's popping up everywhere. Hard worker. Same goes for the other actresses in this show and actors as well. And on top of that, yeah, just the confidence that they have, not just working with Tyler Perry, but with the script and the story. I think it really goes to show that, yeah, this show is probably going to be one for the record book. So with that being said, let me know your initial thoughts on Sisters. What do you hope to see from the series? Are you getting vibes of a girlfriends living single like show, or do you think it's going to be able to stand out on its own? And yeah, are you going to be able to stay up till 10 o'clock every Wednesday night to watch it? I mean, if it was like Friday, it'd be like, oh, it's Friday, I can stay up late. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Links to my social media are in the description below, and I will talk to you all soon.